The reality is, if you have food that's very spicy, what you shouldn't do is buy the most expensive wine in the world, because you're not going to get your money's worth, because a lot of the flavors and the special aftertaste and the complexity of the wine is going to be lost because the food is very spicy. So for that reason, if the food is spicy, have a modest wine, modest red, a modest white. It could be, a nice Cabernet Sauvignon for $30 or so, from Napa, from Sonoma. It could be a Bourgogne Rouge, simple Burgundy from Burgundy, or white wine. A Riesling would be very, very good. But don't try to impress your friends by spending a lot of money for a bottle of wine.
Get a red stripe and make a rum punch.
Right. And when you're at a restaurant, or if you're having, foods that are not that spicy, great steak, rack of lamb, things like that, where the food's not overly spiced, that's the good time to break the bank.
Right.
Now, I'm spoiled because for 50 years at Sherry-Lehmann, I started collecting wines, and quite often I'll be drinking, like what we had last night, a bottle of Chateau Pichon Baron, 1989, and that wine, I was telling Hoagie today that when I got it, it was about $35 a bottle, and today it's $400 or $500. Who knows what, if you can even find it. But when that wine last night was served, it was served with very special cheeses and everything, and the cheeses complemented the wine, and the wine complemented the cheeses.
Sure.
So what I'm really trying to say is, think about when you're going to have a dinner party, or when you're going to a restaurant. Are you going to plan your evening around the wine that you're ordering or the food that you're ordering?
Right.
And then you make up your mind what type of food, what price category, what kind of wine you're going to have, how much you want to spend. Is it necessary to spend a lot of money because this absolutely incredible dish is being prepared by the chef, and it more or less demands an unusually great wine, one that'll remain in your memory perhaps forever and ever? Or is it going to be something very simple, where a lovely Beaujolais might be absolutely perfect for it? So it's a good idea. Plan your meal around the wine, or the wine around the meal. Nice and simple.
Okay, now I'm playing the devil's advocate. So, I heard what you said. Think first about whether you're going to focus on the wines or whether you're going to focus on food. But if you want to elevate the food, wouldn't it make sense to have a really great wine? Like, I'm all about elevating Caribbean cuisine. So, for me, a great pot of curry goat can be every bit as fabulous as a rack of lamb.
Right. But when you have that curried goat and you want to have an elevated wine, that's a very good time to have Dom Perignon. Champagne and curry goes very well together. So then you drink champagne, but also in the Caribbean.
How about cava?
No. but also in the Caribbean, you get fabulous goat dishes that are more subtle. That's when you can order, if you really want to impress everybody, that bottle of Chateau Lafite Rothschild or Chateau Petrus. So you'll have an opportunity to drink great red wines with Caribbean food, based on how it's seasoned. You'll have many great opportunities with all the wonderful fish dishes from the Caribbean. But a highly seasoned grouper or something like that, then you don't want to have a $200 bottle of white Burgundy, because it would the flavors would disappear. Instead, you'd have a less expensive white Burgundy. But
are there wines that actually complement the food, like a Vouvray or a Vino Verde? Are there wines that bring out the taste of the food?
Oh, definitely. But
like
More-
you just mentioned
but
the champagne
but-
with the curried goat.
Yeah,
You said.
but much more so if the food is not as spicy.
Right.
And not all Caribbean dishes are spicy.
No, in fact, the Spanish islands are.
That's right.
They're not
So
nearly
so
as
there's
spicy.
so there's a lot of dishes from the Caribbean that you can have great wines with.
Mm-hmm.
But those super spicy ones, take my advice. Put that money in the bank, save it for another day so you can buy that really expensive bottle of wine
Mm-hmm.
that you're going to have with an elegant Caribbean dish.
Okay,
You like that?
I like
Is
that.
that a take? Cut!